It's time now for Spears on Sports with John Spears, brought to you by M&M Cartage. And now, here's Johnny.
And Scooter. And me. Did we miss something?
And me?
Yeah. Welcome to the program. Tony Burke absent today. He called in sick.
Call him Kid Telmar today.
No, he didn't call in sick. This was a planned vacation day for Tony. So it's just me and Scooter. Sorry to all you big Tony Burke fans out there that like to watch him on the YouTube to see which silly shirt he wore, whatever. Yeah, we'll get through it, though, Scooter, right?
Oh, yeah.
It is Tuesday, August 18th. A lot to get to today. The AP Top 25 football poll is out. That'll be my main focus here today. Baseball was great last night. Crazy stuff going on. Live Golf, their boat took on another leak yesterday.
Or two.
That baby's sinking fast.
It is.
Jeannie Buss doesn't really want to sell her portion of the Lakers, but I think she's going to lose that battle. So we'll talk about all that. The Colts sign a aged wide receiver. We'll have birthdays. We'll have a max pack. We'll get to all of that. M&M Cartage Hotline is open. 502-384-1450 if you'd like to join in on the conversation. 384-1450. Gameday Men's Health text line open as well. 414-1450. Gameday Men's Health, redefining men's wellness. No shortcuts, just results. Testosterone, peptides, weight loss, sexual performance therapy. Visit GamedayMensHealth.com, defining a new era in men's health. And hit me up on the text line, 414-1450. Thank you if you're watching on the YouTube stream, the Big X YouTube stream fueled by Thornton's. Power up with great coffee, fuel, and discounts at every stop. That's Thornton's and the Big X YouTube stream. Also, Scooter, what'd you get today?
I got a red Gatorade.
Oh, no Mountain Dew with a, Baja Blast.
Honestly, I haven't been drinking too much soda.
That's good. That's good for you. I, on the other hand, I'm having a Pepsi a day. I was off Pepsis for so long, and they taste so good when they hit your lips.
One a day's not bad.
One a day is good. I've kept it to one a day. I promised my wife I would do that, and for the first week I've held true to that.
Now we're talking a 2-liter, right?
Oh,
one a day.
Yeah, 2 liter. You didn't think it was just a 16-ounce soda, did you? No, absolutely not. Max Pack 3 and 2 last night started out well. I told you, Scooter, it's hard to sweep a doubleheader.
You did.
And I told you the Reds were. Why didn't I take St. Louis in the first game? Part of my.
That's a good point.
Max Pack.
Yeah.
I told you St. Louis was going to win the first game and the Reds were going to win the second. They shouldn't have, but they did. And some other crazy stuff going on. We'll give you another Max Pack today. I'm still looking for that elusive 5-0.
We haven't had one of those in forever.
Had 2 4-1s in a row, which, since I only bet parlays, didn't help me. So we'll get to that. We begin with the AP Top 25. It's always fun. It doesn't mean anything, let's be honest, but it's always fun to look at every year. First time since 2017 that no SEC teams got a first-place vote.
Oh, I didn't realize
How about that?
That's wild.
9 years since the SEC was shut out on first-place votes. Ohio State got most of them. Oregon got some. Notre Dame actually got 1 or 2. But Ohio State, Oregon, Georgia, Notre Dame, and Texas, those are your top 5 teams in the AP poll.
Indiana got 8.
Conspicuously absent from that top 5, Scoots, your Indiana Hoosiers.
Yeah.
And I got a stat that you don't want to hear.
Oh, boy.
Indiana outside the top 5 to start the season.
They've never been inside the top 5 to
Each
start
of
the
the
season.
last 4 times that the reigning national champion was ranked outside of the top 5 the next year, that team finished the season unranked.
Oh, great. I love that.
2024 Michigan, 2020 LSU, 2011 Auburn, and 2008 LSU. All were ranked. They won the championship the year before, ranked outside of the top 5, finished the season unranked.
But you know what those teams didn't have?
Kurt Cignetti.
Kurt Cignetti,
Oh,
baby.
my God. No, but they had, Jim Harbaugh, and they had LSU, I don't know, Brian Kelly. Ooh.
With his
yikes.
family?
Yikes. Auburn, Gene Sizik, I don't know who they is. I have no idea. LSU 08, probably maybe Ed Orgeron.
Mm-hmm.
Right here.
Go Tigers.
Go Tigers. All right, down here on the bayou. So that's a stat I knew you didn't want to hear.
Stats are meant to be broken, though, John. We have streaks like that in sports all the time, and they eventually come to an end. So I'm not worried. That doesn't worry me.
I will say this, and I'm not an Indiana fan. I would worry.
I'm not.
I would be like, there's a reason that happens. And I don't know if it's usually it's personnel turnover, quite simply.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you lose Fernando Mendoza. Now, the Hoosiers have been able to keep a lot of those guys that they had last year, but they've lost some major cogs in that team.
Now, let me ask you this. If they lose, say they lose 2, and we'll pick any of the 2 ranked ones you want, USC, Washington, Michigan, or Ohio State. If they lose 2,
yeah,
they'll still be in the top 25.
absolutely,
at the end of the year.
100%.
They're not losing 3.
100% they'd still be in the top 25. But if they lose 4 or 5,
that's not
then that changes. Well, you know, that's what Michigan in 2024 thought.
Yeah, then they got caught cheating.
That's what LSU in 20 thought. That's what Auburn in 2011 thought. They all think, nobody thinks they're not going to be a top 25 team at the beginning of the year. Hell, there are 70 teams right now that think they're a top 25 team, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they're not. 9 SEC schools in this top 25, 8 Big Ten. So 17 of the 25 spots taken by the Big 2 conferences.
That's pretty crazy.
The Big 12 has 4, led by number 12 Texas Tech. The ACC has 3. That's number 7 Miami, number 19 SMU, and of course number 24 Louisville. Hey, and then you got Notre Dame. That's the entire top 25. Louisville's first foray into the preseason AP top 25 since 2017. Lamar Jackson, senior year or final year at quarterback for Louisville. So it's interesting. The top 2 are Big Ten teams. And then you have Georgia at 3, Texas at 4. Then you've got a Big Ten, or Texas at 5, a Big Ten team at 6, SEC at 8, 9, and 10, and 11.
And 13.
It's, you know, I think it's great, and I think I'm ready for the season to begin.
Mm-hmm.
September, please, God.
Please, no.
God, no. August 29th is really the first Saturday of football games. Carolina's playing in Dublin. I love those Dublin, Ireland games. I forget who they're playing, Scoots.
North Carolina is playing
I had it
TCU.
on my phone.
TCU, I believe.
Yeah, TCU, by the way, 7.5-point favorite.
Man, you want to talk about a place I couldn't go as a college athlete?
Dublin, Ireland?
Yeah, take me to Dublin. I'm getting kicked off the team so fast.
Yeah. You can't swing a dead cat without hitting a pub and having an ale. Right?
Where's Justin? Oh, he's on his 12th Guinness. Don't worry about him.
He's laying in the street somewhere on the cobblestone. One top 25 team plays on that first Saturday, and that is the Southern Cal Trojans. They host San Jose State. That's a 3 o'clock NBC game, 38.5, Scoots.
I'm a big USC believer.
Trojans, 38.5.
Big time believer.
I got a parlay for you.
Okay.
That I'm going to play.
On week 0?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. National champion. Texas football. Texas basketball.
No way. I'm not touching
It's
that.
called value. It's called value.
Isn't the basketball coach Sean Miller?
Yes, it is.
I don't believe in that sweaty guy. I can't do it.
I don't believe in that sweaty guy. There is a conference game in the ACC that weekend.
Or is it?
NC State and Virginia. Is it not counted as a conference game?
They are the 2 teams, if you remember last year.
I do remember this.
They played twice, and one of them was not a conference game.
Well, this one is on ESPN at 3:30, opening weekend. It's in Charlottesville, so it's a home game for Virginia. As I look at NC State's schedule here, they don't play Virginia twice.
Oh, they don't?
6,
Okay.
7. Yeah, they've only got 8 conference games.
Okay.
So
that one is a conference.
that one is a conference game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It
6,
was
7,
them, though,
8,
last
9,
year, right?
9 conference games, which they should have, yeah. You're right about that. They played a game, and for whatever reason, it was not a conference game. The other games, Florida State's home. They're hosting New Mexico State. Stanford hosting Hawaii. Memphis at UNLV. Now, it's called an appetizer, folks. That's what it is. That day is an appetizer. You start at noon in Dublin, and you finish at the end of the day with a 10 o'clock game in Vegas. Mm-hmm. It's just to get you ready. Because there are some, because of a 12-team playoff now, which I still believe soon will be 16, teams don't mind playing games they can lose because you can still make it to the playoff. Mm-hmm. So I am looking so forward to this year. And this poll coming out yesterday, it just got the juices flowing. Everybody loves Ohio State, and I get it. They're Ohio State. Everybody loves Oregon. They lost Will Stein. I don't know what that means, but he seemed to get a lot of credit the last several years when they won. Dan Lanning's the head coach, sure, but the OC, Will Stein, was poster child for, look what the offense can be. He's not there anymore. Georgia, if they just don't let their guys out driving on the roads 150 miles an hour, they should be okay. The SEC is going to be a bloodbath. It's going to be a bloodbath. And how many SEC teams make the playoff, Scooter?
At least 4.
At least 4, maybe 5. The playoff should be called the SEC Big Ten Invitational. Mm-hmm. Because that's what it's going to be.
No, and we're still at 12 for this year, right?
Yes. Okay. And you're going to have one ACC school, you're going to have one Big 12 school for sure, just guaranteed. And you're probably going to have Notre Dame. That leaves 9 spots. I would be surprised if the ACC gets 2. I would be less surprised, but still a little surprised if the Big 12 got 2. Mm-hmm. So the SEC and Big 10 are going to be fighting for that last spot to see which of those 2 conferences gets 5 teams in.
They both got 4 last year, right?
Yes.
Neither of them got 5.
Because
you have to include the BS James Madison.
I forgot.
And your Tulanes.
Yeah, so they get 4 each then. Yeah, and that's assuming Notre Dame with a really easy schedule gets in.
I mean, they'll be undefeated.
We're assuming they get in. Big 12 champion gets in. ACC champion gets in. And then the group of 5 school that you're talking about. Mm-hmm. Only 8.
I don't think we'll get 2 group of 5s, though, like we got last year. I think they realized their mistake with that.
Yes, I agree with that. The poll, if it's correct, and it never is, let's be honest, it never is. Big 10 teams to make the playoffs should be Ohio State, Oregon, Indiana, and Southern Cal. Those are the top 4 Big 10 teams.
Don't sleep on Penn State with Matt Campbell.
Well, you don't sleep on Michigan. I think Washington's going to be decent. Mm-hmm. And again, it comes down to a lot of it comes down to your schedule. Who do you not have to play? Yeah. If we look at just Indiana, for example, they do have to play Michigan and Ohio State this year.
Yeah. And at Washington.
But who do they not have to play?
Penn State.
Southern Cal?
I don't know. I think they play Southern Cal. Maybe not.
You said Washington?
We do play Washington.
Iowa?
Great question. Let me go to their schedule.
Oregon. How about Oregon?
You don't play
Oregon.
No.
So it's about who you don't play as much as it is about who you play. If the poll is correct, the SEC teams to get in will be Georgia, Texas, Texas A&M, and Mississippi. Mm-hmm. Now that leaves out Oklahoma, LSU, Alabama. Believe it or not, that's a tough cut list. That really is.
I think Alabama's on a downhill slide.
They are. I don't know how long Kalen DeBoer lasts there. I don't. He was great at Washington. He took over, I guess, kind of at a bad time. A lot of these old coaches, when they step away, Nick Saban, they know what they're doing. They see what's going on. And Nick Saban did not want to deal with NIL and transfer portal and all that stuff. The game was much simpler for him when you just recruited the top 5-star high school players every year. You got them to come to Tuscaloosa, and you would add a couple of transfers here and there to make your team great. It's not that way anymore. Mm-hmm. Everybody wants to play. Everybody wants to get paid. And if you're not going to play or you're not going to get paid at Alabama, you're just going to go somewhere else. Once you were on campus in Tuscaloosa or Baton Rouge or Columbus, Ohio, you weren't leaving in the previous iteration of college football. You weren't going anywhere. Even if you were the 4th-string quarterback, because there was no NIL money or, no legal NIL money, you weren't going to leave. It wasn't as simple as it is now to just pick up the phone, call a coach, how much can I get, and then I'm coming there. Mm-hmm. That's all you got to do now, which is crazy, but it's the world we live in. I'm going to quit being a grumpy old man about it. That's not true.
That's true at all. That's
never going to happen. All right, let's take a break.
I do have some fun trivia if you want to get back. Oh, we can take a break.
Live golf, we'll talk about that. A no-show in Boston for an Arizona Diamondback last
night. Tony Burke?
That was weird, just like Tony Burke today. All that and more, including the newest Colts wide receiver. Spears on Sports, presented by M&M Cartage, Big X. Welcome back. Yeah! Here's on Sports presented by M&M Cartage. John and Scooter here on this Tuesday. M&M Cartage hotline's open. 384-1450. 384-1450.
All lines available.
Join all the lines. Scooter, clear the lines.
All six are good to go.
Hang up on everybody. Clear the lines. The lines are open now. It's 384-1450. Gameday Men's Health text line open as well. 414-1450. Get your text in at that number.
Speaking of the text line, that's where your trivia comes from.
Okay.
Texter says, guys, another tidbit. The last time the Big Ten placed 1 and 2 in the AP preseason poll was 1961.
Woo!
Can you name the number 1 and number 2 teams from the Big Ten?
1961, I will say.
The number 1 is wild. I would have never guessed.
I will say Northwestern.
No.
Well, you said it was wild. Illinois.
Getting closer.
Iowa.
They were number 1.
And Michigan.
Number 2 was?
Ohio State.
All
right. Well, I got none of those right.
Also,
so,
Texter lets us know that there were 5 SEC teams last year.
In the top?
In the playoff.
Oh, in the playoff.
Yeah, you got Alabama, Oklahoma, Texas A&M, Georgia, and...
Had to be LSU, right?
Ole Miss.
Ole Miss. Yeah. Ole Miss, interesting, man. They are 9th, and LSU and Lane Kiffin are 11th. To me, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm. Maybe Lane should have stayed.
And I certainly hope it ends that way, just for Lane Kiffin.
I hope they don't finish in the top 25.
Well, that would be great. But if my small dream here is that Ole Miss beats LSU and finishes ahead of LSU in the poll. That's all.
That'd be great.
It's just a baby dream, nothing big. Quality fuel, fresh food, friendly service. Earnify helps make every visit to Thornton's count. Members save 5 cents per gallon every day, earn points on fuel and convenience purchases, and receive a 250-point welcome offer. Download the Earnify app today and start earning at Thornton's. That's Earnify, EARNIFY. I still feel the need to spell it. I don't know why. There is nothing on this copy that tells me I have to spell that.
Dude, we get LSU at Ole Miss week 3.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
That's juicy.
When does Lane Kiffin make an appearance on the field? Does he come out early?
No.
And then go back in and wait for or does he come out literally seconds before kickoff?
That's option B.
Because it's going to be, those people are crazy anyway. It's going to be nutty. When do they play?
The 19th
of
September.
So early.
Yeah. Week 3. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I've never looked more forward to a week 3 game ever.
Yes, that's great. That is fantastic. In fact, I'm going to take a look at some of the first week 2 games. Week 1, have you noticed they don't call it week 0 anymore?
Oh, wait, they're not?
No. Well, at least not on the CBS Sports website. It's week 1. So I will look at some of the week 2 games.
On ESPN, the actual week 0 and week 1 is all encompassing, and they're just calling it week 1.
You know what? I think that's what CBS Sports is doing too. It's all week 1 because it goes on to Thursday the next week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And there are a ton of games on that first Thursday, by the way.
Heck, even Friday.
Friday I hate because it interferes with high school football.
You got Oklahoma, Miami, and USC all playing on that Friday before week 1.
By the way, speaking of high school football, I will be in Owensboro Friday night. Tony and I are going to go early, have a little barbecue, little moonlight barbecue.
How long's that drive?
A couple hours.
Oof.
2 hours. 7:30 Eastern time start, 6:30 local time start as the St. X Tigers take on the Owensboro Red Devils. You can hear all the action with me and Tony right here on the Big X Friday night, starting at approximately 7:10. So there you go. That's a little self-promotion there, Scooter. Nothing wrong with that, right?
Nope.
Live Golf is in the tank here, folks. Now, they're supposed to have money for next year, designated. They have asked the players to become part owners of the league, which nobody in their right mind would do at this point. And yesterday they canceled the final tour stop, an individual and team tournament. It was supposed to be the big final tournament of the year in Michigan, canceled in a few weeks. Canceled. Just not going to have it. I'm going to guess not enough sponsors, not enough ticket sales. They should already have their TV money because the CW, they show these live tournaments. So I'm assuming they already had their TV money. But they're going to have to give it back because they're canceling the tournament. This week's tournament outside of Indianapolis will be the final one of the season now.
Thank God.
My question to you, Justin Scooter Kalen, Dingus, is will there be live golf next season?
I think so. Although it does feel like it's going to be like it's not dumbed down enough already, but it feels like it's going to be a dumbed down version of the live. There's not going to be as many tournaments. Obviously, with the rumors of John Rahm, I don't think you're going to have some of the best golfers anymore.
Yeah,
so it kind of feels like it's just overstated.
And and you know what? It's not going to be just John Rahm because I have a feeling as soon as the FedEx playoffs are over, which is 2 more weeks of golf, it's September, October, November. You're going to be hearing stories of live golfers coming back to the PGA Tour, taking whatever punishment they're going to have to take, and just sucking it up and saying, we were wrong. We made a mistake. We went for the money. Now, did they make a mistake? They all got paid.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't necessarily say they made a mistake, at least financially, but they're going to be begging to come back on the PGA Tour, and the PGA Tour is going to have the upper hand here. The players, I think, the PGA Tour players, are going to have a say here in what is allowed and what's not allowed. Because you can't tell guys like Rory McIlroy and Scotty Scheffler and Justin Thomas, who stayed true to the PGA Tour, you can't tell them, yeah, we're going to let them all back. I know Brooks Koepka got in early on this.
Mm-hmm.
He had, but he was eligible if he'd have played well enough to get into the FedEx Cup playoffs. And I'm not sure all the players are happy about that. Because, yes, he did serve a bit of a penalty. Yes, he did have to play in some of these lower-level tournaments. But him and Patrick Reed got back in pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So, yes, you want the best players on the tour. I get it. I get all that.
Well, and that's what the PGA guys have to realize.
You want DeChambeau, you want Rahm, you want all of these guys that are good. You want Joaquin Neiman, all these guys. You want them on the tour.
In a better spot.
It certainly does. But if I'm Rory McIlroy, I'm saying, wait a minute. This guy got, I don't know, $10 million to go play there for 1.5 years, and now we're going to let him back?
Mm-hmm.
Where's my $10 million? Well, maybe you should have took it, I guess, is what the PGA could say. I guess you should have taken it. Now, if Rory had taken it, and Tiger was rumored to have been offered a ton of money, Jack Nicklaus was offered a ton of money to come be the CEO. If JT and Xander and Rory and Scotty had all taken this money, maybe the LIV Tour continues to exist and thrives, as a matter of fact. So the PGA does owe something to those players that decided not to go, in my opinion. I don't know what you do, though.
I honestly feel bad for a lot of the younger players, like your Jackson Coivins and Miles Russell that's going to be coming up soon. I mean, they're coming into a league that is allowing, I mean, at the end of the day, what are we, 7, 8 really good golfers back onto the tour? And that's going to make it even tougher for them.
Well, it's going to hurt the guys that are 8th or 9th on the Korn Ferry Tour that were going to get their card.
Yeah.
They're going to get their card. Oh, can't have it yet.
Yeah.
You're going to have to earn it again next year. Those are the guys, and we don't even know their names for the most part, but those are the guys that are going to be hurt. Coivin, Russell, they'll be fine. They're that good, and they'll just continue to get better.
I mean, surely you don't let everybody back, right? Like, why if you're the PGA
Well, you're not going to let Sergio back.
Why would you
not going to let Lee Westwood back.
Like a Dustin Johnson, even him. Why would you let him?
Some of those guys will just stay overseas and be on the DP World Tour. They won't even care enough to come back to the PGA.
Well, Bryson will be on YouTube. I don't think he'll come back.
You don't think so?
No.
You don't think he'll want to compete enough to come back?
I mean, he'll still be able to play in the majors.
Yeah.
So he'll have that. But no, I really do. I think he'll go the YouTube route.
God, what a. I don't want to say it's a mistake because I don't know how much money he can actually make doing that. Maybe he can make
He gets a lot of eyeballs.
Maybe he can make a ton of money doing it.
I mean, when he's shooting a 100-yard shot over his all-glass house trying to make a hole-in-one in his backyard. People pay attention to that. They eat that up.
Let me tell you what he's not going to do. He's not going to let me shoot a 100-yard shot over his glass house.
Absolutely not.
Bryson DeChambeau can do that without fear of putting one through the front window. I can't. So this is, not, to me, it is not a big deal watching. I'm not going out of my way to watch Bryson hit a 100-yard shot over his house to try to make a hole-in-one. Because if I thought for a second he was going to smash one into his dining room,
oh, you're in.
Then I'm in.
Absolutely.
I'm all in. In fact, why don't you just let random strangers come try to hit a 100-yard shot over?
Yeah,
I'm going to watch that.
You can afford a new window.
I'm going to watch that. Watch this 72-year-old lady who's never played golf try to hit a shot over the glass house. That'd be awesome. So Liv cancels their final tournament in Michigan. They'll finish up the year this weekend just outside of Indianapolis, and then we'll see where it goes from here. But I got a sneaking suspicion that not all of these players, but a lot of these players that want to come back to the PGA Tour are somehow going to allow to come back, because Brooks Koepka was and Patrick Reed was. So, where do you draw the line? You're certainly not going to tell Jon Rahm no. You're not going to tell Bryson no if he does want to come back.
Cam Smith.
You're not going to tell,
Tyrrell Hatton.
Yes, absolutely. You're going to let all of these guys come back. Now, Hatton and Smith are not Americans. So maybe, and neither is Rahm for that matter. So maybe they just decide DP World Tour is good enough for them, and they'll play in the majors.
Same thing with Neiman.
Yeah, same thing with Neiman. You don't know. But if you're a competitor and you want to play against the best players in the world, then you're coming back. And right now, the best player in the world is Scott Eugene Scheffler.
Not even close.
My God, that was impressive this weekend.
Did you see he's almost caught Tiger on the all-time money list?
Well,
he's like $1 million behind him. Yeah, I mean,
to me, that's not fair to Tiger.
Right, because inflation and yeah.
But it's also wasn't fair when Tiger caught Jack or whoever. That wasn't fair.
Mm-hmm.
Jack had another job for the first few years of his career because he had to make ends meet. Check the odds for Scotty to win the BMW this weekend for me, because let me guess. I'm going to guess he's plus. Oh, I want to say 180. I'm going to guess he's plus 220.
I'll go 260.
You don't have it yet?
It is. Oh, wow. Value. This is a value bet, John. Plus 300.
I'm betting him. I might bet 100 on him.
Next closest is Rory at 13-1.
Rory was so bad this week.
Yeah, I don't know why he's there.
And he also said he does not know what's wrong. And that is not a good sign. I got to figure it out because I'm terrible now.
If you're looking for value for real, Sam Burns at 18.
I bet him last week.
Cam Young is at 1850. I mean, that's some good juice.
All those guys are value, in my opinion, except for Rory. What's JT?
JT.
He's probably 50 again. He's not playing very well.
Where is JT? He even playing?
Yeah, he's playing. I bet him last week.
He's 34.
34-1. To me, that's not good value. The way he's playing. 3-1 on Scotty. The way he dominated last week, it's going to be the same weather.
Seems like a gimme.
It does seem like a layup. I hate to say that because there are no such things, but you never know. All right, some news and notes here from the world of sports before I take a break. The Colts signed a new wide receiver yesterday. You see this?
Yep.
Keenan Allen, 34 years old, future Hall of Very Good, or is he a Hall of Famer?
I would say he's probably a Hall of Famer.
He's close if he's not.
Yeah, he is close.
1 year, $8.3 million. So not a whole lot of lettuce that you had to spew out to get him to come. And the Colts wide receiver room is thin right now.
Mm-hmm.
The really good white guy, I hate
Alec
saying
Pierce.
it that way, he's hurt.
He is.
And I don't know if he's even going to be able to play this year.
Pittman's obviously with my Steelers.
So they need Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones looked around and said, when I'm healthy, who the hell am I going to throw the ball to?
Josh Downs?
I like Josh Downs.
I do too.
But Keenan Allen, I think it's a nice 1 year pickup. It's a 1 year deal. And you're basically saying, look, other than Houston, maybe Jacksonville, we're in line to have, this is not a division that's not wide open. It is wide open. So we need to get some talent in here. You still got Jonathan Taylor to run the football. Your lines should be pretty good on both sides of the ball. And now that you have basically you have a number one receiver in Keenan Allen. Because I will say this, if Keenan Allen can get open and you can get him the ball, he's going to catch it.
Yeah.
And he's going to make plays.
I don't know that that's a guy I'd want as my number one, though.
Yeah, just the age factor as much as anything. But you know what? He's still a name guy, and he's still a guy that can make plays. Now, you got to keep him healthy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a problem with the entire NFL. It feels like I was looking at the injury report today. It seems like every team has at least 3 or 4 guys that are hurt. A lot of them out for the year, like Jamal Adams. Love, the new running back at Arizona.
I mean, the Breece Hall news yesterday coming out of New York was worrisome.
Non-contact.
Yeah.
Non-contact. Is it groin or hamstring?
I didn't see what it ended up
Groin
being.
or hamstring, one of those two, but it was like he's running and he just drops the ball and says, "Uncle." And you're going, oh, no, Breece Hall, really? The quarterback missed practice yesterday. Gino missed practice, which he's done because of contract dispute, but this time it's because he was, as the head coach said, he's in there throwing up. He's really sick. He's not just a little sick. He's in there throwing up. Okay, thanks for that update.
Not good.
But it seems like every team is having some really early, really major injury issues in this preseason. We've only played one preseason game so far.
Welcome to the NFL.
Jeannie Buss doesn't really want to sell the Lakers. The Buss family decided to sell their share of the Lakers to Robert Iger and that entire group. And then Jeannie Buss came out and said, hold the phone, stop the presses. I did not vote for this. If they sell, she is no longer has any control over the organization.
Well, they can't sell without her agreeing, right? Don't they all three have to agree?
They have to agree. They signed an agreement, but then I don't know if she didn't sign it, or why would you announce an agreement that one of the primary owners didn't sign? Why would you announce it?
Doesn't make
so
sense.
Did she sign it and then
pressure
change her mind? Or is this they jumped the gun on it assuming she was going to sign it? That's the question. But Jeannie Buss, who, the Buss family's been a fixture since the Magic days and the Kareem days back in the, Showtime Lakers. She apparently doesn't want out, and this is definitely going to go to so there's going to be some serious lawyers involved here. So I just saw that she is the governor, by the way, of the Lakers. Did you know that? Do you know they have governors?
What the hell's that mean?
I don't know. Her siblings voted to sell the 17.8% share of the Lakers, and she is contesting that now.
Sounds like the siblings are hurting for money, and she's doing fine.
She is doing fine. I just don't think she wants to not be called governor anymore.
It's a big title.
It is a big title. She is contending that a court ruled in 2017 that no sale could be effectuated without approval by the co-trustees, Jeannie, Janie, and Joey Buss. And I guess if one of them says no, they all say no. So that's what's going on with that. San Diego Padres.
You on a break or no?
Not yet. Just for a second. Minor league catching coordinator Oswaldo Perella has been detained by ICE. There you go.
Oh.
We'll send you to break with that. I just wanted to say that out loud. Birthday's coming up. Max Pack as well. Spears on Sports presented by M&M Cartage. Big A. Welcome back. Spears on Sports presented by M&M Cartage. John and Scooter. I am running behind here.
A little bit.
M&M Cartage hotline is closed.
Shut it down.
Gameday Men's Health text line still open, 414-1450. Scooter is in charge of the text line.
Jimmy Ref texts in, says, I'm looking great, wearing my same Gameday Men's Health shirt, and he wants me to put my show on YouTube.
Yeah. I heard that there's a lot of
there was a big
buzz.
big push this morning
to get the Scooter Sunrise with Scoots on the old YouTube channel.
Yep.
I don't know why it's not. All you got to do is click a button, right?
That's true. I could probably make it happen pretty easily.
Yeah. Hey, Scooter, if I've learned anything, give the fans what they want.
That's true.
That's it.
I'm here for the people.
Yeah. Is that it?
That's it.
All right, let's do birthdays.
Let's do birthdays.
Yeah, let's do birthdays. That's when you play the music. Boy, it's too bad Tony's not here. I got some good ones today. Edward Norton is 57. You an Edward Norton guy?
I don't think so.
Loved him in Italian Job. He was a bad guy in the Italian Job. Rounders, he's a bad guy in a lot of things. But Edward Norton, 57. Madeline Stowe. Do yourself a favor. Madeline Stowe, 68. I remember her from the movie called Young Guns with Emilio Estevez and all these young guys, Dermot Mulroney, all these young guys at the cowboy western, and she was the lady.
Madeline what?
Stowe, S-T-O-W-E. 68 today. No?
I mean, we'll go 2.5.
All right.
No, make it 3.
Okay.
I just saw an updated.
There you go. He would have been 90 today, just passed away recently. Robert Redford. Happy birthday in heaven to Robert Redford. Patrick Swayze, another one up there above the clouds. Born in the state in 1952. He only lived to be 57 years old. Caitlin Olsen. She is from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. She is 51 today, Scooter. Caitlin Olsen.
I like Caitlin.
Everybody likes Caitlin.
We'll go 4 here. 4.5.
Christian Slater, 57, esteemed actor. Andy Samberg from Saturday Night Live and Brooklyn Nine-Nine is
hate that dude.
48 today. How can you hate Andy Samberg?
Something about him and the way he acts. I'm not a fan of his.
And I thought I was a grumpy.
He has a punchable face.
Malcolm Jamal Warner, who played Theo in The Cosby Show, passed away last year at a young age. I think he drowned, actually.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Born in the state in 1970. Dennis Leary, actor, 69 today.
Oh, this dude.
Dennis Leary?
Gosh. He's another one of those actors that...
He's in all the Ice Age movies.
I know he's a good actor because I hate this dude.
Martin Mull, born in the state in 1943. If you've never seen the movie Clue, do yourself a favor. Martin Mull was born in 1943.
He's been in a lot of stuff.
Sports-wise, Roberto Clemente died way too young in a plane crash on Christmas, delivering food to his home country. Born in 1934.
It was
Hall of Famer.
It was New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve. He was 38 when he passed away. Seiya Suzuki, if you want a home run tonight, Scooter.
Oh, I don't mind that one.
He is 32 today, and they're playing the White Sox tonight.
He's had 22 of them this year.
He's 32. Austin Hedges of the Cleveland Guardians, 34 today, catcher. Fat Lever. Tony needs to be here for that one. Lafayette Fat Lever. Back in the day, a great college basketball player.
I've played with him on 2K.
67. Have you really?
Yeah.
Fat Lever. Kenny Walker, Sky Walker, former Kentucky Wildcat, 63 today. Willie Cauley-Stein, another former Cat, 34 today. Jeremy Shockey, tight end at the U.
Whoa.
Is 46 today.
That's a name I haven't heard in
Jeremy
years.
Shockey. Matt Snell, running back for the Jets in Super Bowl III, is 85 today. And Kylan,
he passed.
Huh?
He passed in March.
Oh, did he?
Yep.
I didn't have that on my list. R.I.P. Matt Snell. Kylan, then he would have been 85 today.
Would have been, yeah.
Kylan Hill, quarterback, Texas A&M, played in the league for a short time, 28 today. I don't think he's still in the league, to be honest.
No.
Kylan Hill. Those are your birthdays. All right, let's do the Max Pack.
Let's do the Max Pack.
Wow, that seemed like a longer than usual drum roll.
Yeah, I didn't. Normally I advance it a little bit, and I didn't.
Max Pack is presented by InsureMax. Chad Hennessy, probably serving the Louisville area for over 25 years. Call Chad for all your insurance needs at InsureMax, 479-4085. 3-2 yesterday. I'm going to try to get a little money today. Taking a couple of, I don't call them long shots, but underdogs. San Francisco at Cleveland. Foster Griffin getting us another start for the Guardians today. I'm going to take Cleveland in this one. They're big favorites, but I'm taking the Guardians. Miami at Philadelphia, another big favorite here. Philly with Zach Wheeler on the mound. I'm taking the Phillies there. Arizona at Boston. Ranger Suarez, my favorite pitcher's name in the league, going for Boston. Arizona, we'll talk about this in a little bit, but they're missing Ketel Marte all of a sudden for an unknown reason. So give me the Red Sox to win 2 in a row here. San Diego and the Mets. I took the Padres yesterday. They should have won. They lost 2-1. I'm going against them today. I'm going to take the Mets. Mets have won 10 out of 13.
What?
Believe it or not. And they are slight dogs today. Give me the Mets at home. And A's at Kansas City. Who in the hell would take this game? But the A's have one of their better pitchers going tonight in Perkins, and they're big underdogs. So I'm taking the Athletics to knock off the Royals tonight. So Guardians, Phillies, Red Sox, Mets, and A's. That's your max pack.
That's a 3-2.
San Diego had one of the craziest stats I ever saw yesterday. They had literally 7 guys in a row reach base and did not score. And while your head is exploding with a how can that happen look on your face, they had 2 guys thrown out at home in the first inning. Their last 4 batters reached base, but their last 2 outs came at home plate. And then the first 3 batters in the second inning for San Diego went walk, hit by pitch, walk. And at that point of the game, the Padres had not scored. 7 guys in a row reach base, and you don't score. I've never seen anything like it.
That's great.
And they lost 2-1. As far as the Diamondbacks are concerned, Ketel Marte, all-star second baseman, didn't show up yesterday. The team is in Boston. He flew with the Diamondbacks to Boston, and Torey Lovello, after the game, wasn't sure where he was, but he was visibly shaken and concerned. He said he's okay. He's away from the team on a personal matter. Now, he has been placed on the restricted list, which allowed them to call up another player. This happened last year. If you remember, at the All-Star break, his house in his native country, I want to say the Dominican, was burglarized. So he left the All-Star game and went home instead of going back to the Arizona Diamondbacks without permission. He didn't call and tell them. He didn't send an email saying, hey, I got a little problem back home. My house was robbed. I got to go home and check this out. I'm sure they would have said no problem. That is a big deal. You know, I'd check on my family, things like that.
Communication goes a long way.
It goes a long way. So yesterday, the Diamondbacks had to wait until 15 minutes before the first pitch to turn their lineup in because they were waiting for him to show up because they had no idea where he was. Now, the first thing you think of is he injured? Is he dead? Because he doesn't tell anybody and he doesn't show up. We've seen this happen. The Angels had a pitcher OD in a hotel room a few years ago, if you remember, and you never know. But they apparently had heard from him. He was okay. Torey Lovello didn't want to disclose where he was or didn't know where he was. It seemed like he didn't know. And they went on to lose to Boston yesterday 11-1. So maybe that affected the team a little bit that their star didn't show up. That's just a weird one, though, Scooter. 2 years in a row now.
Did you know that when they're on that list, they don't get paid and they're not accruing service time?
Well, then it seems to me that the playoff contending Diamondbacks are kind of mad at him for this one.
Yeah.
You know, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice.
Can't get fooled again.
Can't. The Who, right? You can't get fooled again.
I was thinking more George Bush, but
okay. The fool me once, I forget how it goes. St. Louis and the Reds split the doubleheader yesterday. Ellie De La Cruz had his first walk-off hit.
That's crazy.
Blew my mind.
Yeah.
6-5, the Reds win Game 2 of the doubleheader in 10 innings. They'd have never been there if Dane Myers hadn't hit a 2-out home run in the bottom of the ninth.
Thank you, Dane.
to get it to extra innings.
Although it doesn't matter. I don't know why I'm thinking.
Yeah, thank you, Nate. I thanked him because I had the Reds winning that second game. Cubs beat the White Sox 7-5 in 10. They got a run in the ninth to tie it. And then Pete Carl Armstrong, who had a leadoff homer in the game, hit a walk-off homer in the 10th inning. He's the first player to do that since 2010, and I have no idea who did it that year.
I was hoping you knew. I was going to ask you.
I have no idea.
Because I forgot to look it up.
I looked up the story, and they said it, but they didn't say who it was.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So PCA, who is, all right, I'm going to say it, going to win MVP in the National League. Homers to lead off the game and homers to win the game in the 10th inning. They beat the White Sox 7-5.
It's pretty insane.
Dodgers beat Colorado 11-5 last night. Shohei, that's not very good. 4 for 5, 2 homers, 3 RBIs, and he scored 4 runs yesterday for the Dodgers. He's pretty good. Tony Burke will be back tomorrow. We will do Tom Cruise movies tomorrow.
Woo!
Be sure and join us for that. Thanks for listening. Matt Dennison is next. Spears on Sports, presented by M&M Cartage. Big out.